So here are my two Junimos completed. I've made them smaller than usual. I just wanted like a smaller version because Junimos are small and sometimes I've made them really huge.
And they actually got sold in one transaction, which was $110, which is amazing.
I just thought this is so cute. So I'm going to have this for my display, like on my table. But look how cute this is. Isn't it just the cutest little bat?
So my total across both days was... Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This week is market week. So we are going to go to the Glorp Vampire Nights market. We are going to do prepping before then, obviously, so I need to do some more last minute prepping. Then we need to get everything ready. I need to do a mock setup. So I like to do a mock setup before a market just so I know what stock I have and I can visualize it. I like to take a photo of the mock setup and then I have... it just makes it easier for me to set up on the day because I just reference the picture so I know where everything goes. So I'm going to do a mock setup, finish prepping, price items, add everything into my square, and then make some last minute things. I'm going to be making some chubby bats. They're super cute. So I'll show you all of that and take you along. Then we're going to go to the market itself. We're going to check it out. It's like a vampire themed night market. It's like an art market. It's really cool. It's going to be fun. It's in Petersham in the inner west in Sydney. So it's not middle Sydney, but it's like pretty close. And after that, we're going to go do a recap of each day. So the Friday and the Saturday, I'll go through everything I sold and everything that I thought would sell and what didn't sell. And then we'll do like a breakdown of cost. So how much I spent on this market, my booth fee, everything like that. And then how much I made. I guess disclosure, I like to be really transparent with my videos. I like to say exactly how much I made and how much everything costs, just because I know that there's a lot of people that watch my videos and other videos that might want to also do the same thing and get into markets. And I think it's nice to have a realistic view, you know, of how you can do. Sometimes I do really bad. Sometimes I do like insanely amazing, but it all averages out, right? So it's nice to have a transparent, I guess, view on like what really goes on and sort of what's involved, how much work is involved, and also the rewards at the end. And then you can decide for yourself if it's something that you want to do, or if you're already doing markets, you can sympathize and, sympathize with me for the bad markets and congratulate each other for the good markets. So, yeah, so we're going to do that in this video. So keep watching and let's go.
So here are my two Junimos completed. I've made them smaller than usual. This is a free pattern. I'll put the details on screen. It's the same pattern that I use for all of my Junimos, but I've just made less increases in this one. So I think I stopped at I think it was increase 4 single crochet instead of going up to 6. So I just wanted like a smaller version because Junimos are small and sometimes I made them really huge and it's fine, they sell fine, but I just wanted a smaller one that I could make at a smaller price point just so everyone has a chance to, you know, be able to afford them, because my really big ones were 35, I think. And then the ones I made with velvet are usually around, I can't remember actually, 30. So these are going to be 28. It's a good size for $28. And also because there's a lot of sewing, I've had to sew the arms, the feet, then this to this, this to this. So, I mean, it's not a lot of sewing, but you know, it's a little bit time consuming. But yeah, they're really cute. So this is my two Junimos. I want to make one in yellow and probably a green because I do have my market in 4 days, so I don't have a lot of time, but I just wanted to have some Junimos and they don't take me too long to make either. So if I sell out of them on Friday, I can always make some more for Saturday. Aren't they just cute? I was thinking of adding some blush, not to this one because she's already pink, he or she, whatever, but this one I'll probably put some blush on. And also, just in case you're wondering, this is Premier Parfait Chunky. But this is, I don't know if it will focus, it's a blanket yarn. I recommend using a thicker yarn for the arms and especially the stem because otherwise it will flop. So you see how it actually stays up because it's heavier, it's thicker than this. If I was to use the black Premier Parfait Chunky, it would just like immediately flop. This one's a little bit thicker because I went back down through it. Whereas this one I didn't, I was just testing it out. But it doesn't really matter either way. I could make this longer and I just basically did chains and then I came back down, then I went up and down again just because I needed to reinforce a section in here. But anyway, you could probably do that with Premier Parfait Chunky or a thinner yarn too, but it would just get, I don't know actually, I guess you could try it. But if you do have blanket yarn on hand, I recommend blanket yarn because it's quicker and it holds shape really well. So yeah, that's it. Super cute. So I went to Kmart and Daiso yesterday, and I actually bought this from Kmart, and what it is, it's like a laptop. Actually, I think it's supposed to be like an activity kind of thing, so you can like sit down and have this soft part on your legs, and then you can like draw or whatever, and you have your little piece here to hold like your bits and pieces. But what I've actually been using it for, I actually have bought it because I have a MacBook Pro from like 2012, and it gets really, really hot. So unfortunately, when I put it, if I'm sitting in my bed and I have it on top of my legs, the laptop pretty much burns my legs, and I don't have, any protection from the heat. So I bought this so that I can sit on top of my legs when I'm, editing. I'm hoping this doesn't kind of burn or anything. It has started scratching already, and I only used it yesterday. I didn't use it with my laptop, but I used it just to crochet. So I had my phone in here, I'm following a pattern and just all of my like crochet stuff around. It was actually really handy having this here to hold all my accessories. So it's a bit of a random buy, but it's a really cool, like it's definitely, if you like to sit on the lounge and crochet but need like something sturdy instead of having everything roll around, something like this is actually really good. I was looking for one from IKEA, but I couldn't find one. So 10 out of 10 for this. Also, I bought this from Kmart. Obviously not these, I made these, but I bought these little display container thing from Kmart. I think it was like $10. I just thought this is so cute, so I'm gonna have this for my display, like on my table, and it just reminds me of like a farm kind of fence. So I mean, I think this would look so cute with like little pigs in it or something. But anyway, I've just got my capybara sitting here for now, just so I can keep everything kind of organized. I have a little like stand for these, but something a bit taller that will pop out over the top of this, which just looks so cute in here. So I thought I'm going to keep this and just use it on my display on Friday and Saturday and just see how it goes. I just thought it was really cute, and if anyone else is looking for something that isn't just a stock standard crate, they could use this. It's actually shorter than a crate, so if you have small items, you're going to be able to see them still. So when I'm using my crate, sometimes if you're far away, you can't see what's inside unless you come to the table. So something a bit shorter like this is actually kind of perfect. So yeah, it's really cute. Back from Spotlight to get some more of this, which is my hobby fill. It's like 1 kilo bag of hobby fill, and it's all like squished down. And I just wanted to get some more of this because I need some more of this colour for my roses. Roses and flowers, puffy tulips. But I just saw that finally they have this really nice green in like what's it called, grass, in the same weight as the yarn that I use for my flowers. So currently I'm using, as you can see, it's like a different color green, and it's a bit thinner. But finally this nice green that I like to use, which is more, I guess, realistic, is finally in this 10 ply. I just got this really nice purpley blue color as well, so I'm going to make some more puffy tulips with these, and now I have this for the green stems. Okay, so we've ticked off a couple more things off the list. I have priced these 2 velvet cats, which I've had sitting around forever not priced, and I've just counted my cash box, so we are all set on that department. And I've just got my thank you cards to bring downstairs so I can add them to my box, and now we can start to do the mock setup. Hi guys, so super quick check-in. It is now Wednesday evening and I have not done my table setup yet. I am a little bit worried because my table setup hasn't changed too much, I don't think. It's been a few months since my last Artist Alley style setup. So it's like a single table setup, and I have changed my stock a fair bit. So I'm not quite sure like how much space I'm going to use. I don't think I'll need to add an extra layer on top of my grid cubes. So I usually do 3 cubes high. I don't think I'll need to go 4, but I haven't really checked sort of all of my stock and looked at it against my table. So I was going to do that on Tuesday. It's now Wednesday and it's not done. So I will probably need to do that tomorrow. I'm actually working in the office tomorrow. So I work a 9 to 5 and I'm working in the office tomorrow. So I can't get done like at lunchtime. I was too busy today, and tomorrow afternoon I guess I'm gonna have to do it. Luckily my market is until Friday evening, so I'll probably be leaving like 12 o'clock on Friday. So that gives me all morning to sort of prepare, but I think I'll do my table setup tomorrow afternoon, which means I need to have everything printed, like all of my signage, I still have some of my signage and price tags to print yet, so that's on my to-do list, so I need to get that done and finish wrapping my bouquets, which I've almost done. I've just made a couple more. So I've been using this purple yarn that I just got from Spotlight. So I have another 3 flowers made, so I can do 1 more bouquet, so that means I'll have 4 total in like this style. I
Ideally I would like more, but I'm running out of the wrap that I wrapped them with, so I don't think I can make any more. I have ordered some more, so we'll see how that goes and how quickly it can get here. It obviously won't get here on time, but at least for next time I'll know. And I do have a couple more things to finish off. I need to finish off this little guy. I haven't put his mouth on yet, so he's looking kind of crazy. And yeah, I think that's I wanted to get some bats done. It's a vampire market. I have to, I'm gonna do that tonight. I need to do bats. So now I've done all my flowers. I don't have as many flowers as I want. I don't have as many long flowers as I want, but I have done flowers, mini bouquets, little mini plushies. I think I was going to do some more frogs, but I can do that like Saturday morning or during the event. It's fine. So yeah, I guess tomorrow afternoon when I do my table setup, I'll sort of see like what I'm missing and where my gaps are. I was thinking of doing mystery bags, but I don't know. We'll see. If I have some random leftover stock, I will probably, like stock that I don't have enough of to make like a bundle, like kind of display, I probably will. But then that's extra printing I need to do. I need to get some bags for that and I don't have any, so I don't know. Anyway, for now, I'm going to finish wrapping these. And then that's one more thing I can check off my to-do list. Okay, so super quick update. Oh, sorry for the light behind. So not the best angle. But anyway, I have just finished making, well, not just finished. I finished last night. This is the choppy bat by Crochet by Janina. I think it is. I'll put the details on screen because my memory is just, it ain't it. But look how cute this is. Isn't it just the cutest little bat? This one was like a bundle. So it came with this, which is low sew, and it also came with the no sew version. I think it was no sew, but there's like a mini version, and then there's this one. So I just made this because this is really easy. This is very similar to the pattern for my chunky frogs that I make, and I whip them up in like 25 minutes. This took a little bit extra because you do need to sew these ears and the wings, but in the no sew version I think these are bobble stitches, and the wings are much more simple. But I mean, the wings are really easy. This is a quick, like I can just see myself pumping these out. But I made this, and I made this is the basic body before you add like all the details. But yeah, so I've got 1.5 done. I think I originally planned to have like just a couple of bats, but tonight I think if I have some more time I'm going to go over and maybe make 4 bats. I think that's a good number. So my market's tomorrow at 2. I'll probably have to leave the house at 12. So today or tomorrow I have to do like the earlier, I have to leave a bit earlier because I've got to set everything up. But the good thing is that I don't have to actually go and reset everything up the next day. So I'll leave it there overnight. So tomorrow I'll go there earlier, set up, we'll have the market, and then at 8 o'clock we'll finish, and then I get to just leave. I'll just put like a cover, like a drop cloth over, and then I can leave and come back at exactly 2 o'clock the next day to continue on with the market. So that's the good thing about indoor art markets, it's just really convenient. So I have these, and I've also, I think I've already shown a clip of these. So these are the little trio of mini tulips. I think I might need to put like a little bit of ribbon inside as well, like some rope, like twine, just to keep everything together because it does get a little bit loose and I don't want people to drop their flowers. So that's pretty much all I need to do. I need to do a little bit more price tagging, and I need to create some price tags for the Junimos and the bats, and some more of the flower tags, and then we're done, I think. And I'm going to do a mock setup very soon, so I will show that in a second. But there's a couple more little bits and pieces to be done, and then we'll get on with the mock setup. It is a bit late for me to be doing a mock setup. Generally I'll do a mock setup a few days before, but I haven't had time, and I do have a lot of different stock, so I would like to still do a mock setup just so I kind of know what I'm doing. Generally I'll do a mock setup and then I'll take a photo of it so I know exactly on the day exactly what to put where, so it just makes things easier. But anyway, we'll do that in a second. So I'm setting up my table, and I just found my old KaiCon location picture, and I was D21, and in the Glow Vampire Markets tomorrow I am D2. Isn't that just so weird? I can't seem to escape these two. Let's see what I will be next time. Okay, so that is it. That's the setup. That's all we have. I do have some bats upstairs that I forgot to bring down, and also the hang it on. So looking good. So I've got all the plushies in here, and I've also got all of my wooden storage display boxes, that's the word. I just have my flowers, which I'll carry. Tablecloth I'll go in a minute. This I'll just carry as it is. Here I have everything else. So we've got all of the grid cubes, the connectors, some more display, my bags. Under here I have like cash box, some of these to connect the table with these. I'll show you how that looks tomorrow. And my square reader and a whole bunch of other stuff. You can't see through that way. In here I basically have like sticky tape, spare pens, and twine, ribbon, yeah, just like accessories that I'll need just in case something goes wrong and I need to stick something together or to write additional price tags. So I'll just put these in, and then all I need to do is put the tablecloth on top, put my high vis where I can easily grab it because we need this for setup, and that's it. So my bag of plushies, my flowers, additional displays that wouldn't fit, and then everything else in that container there, which is like really not a big container either, you know, it's not big. So that's how much I need for any kind of indoor market, artist alley type setup, which is, yeah, I've got it down to a fine art now. I used to have like big containers, like a few big containers, but this is it now. Bare minimum, only what I need. Okay, so I've just cut out these. So I just printed them on, I think it was like 300 GSM paper or 350 GSM paper, so thicker paper. I just printed out these. I have a like an ink tank printer, so it doesn't waste a lot of ink. I would never do this on a regular printer. So I'm not able to get my banner to fit because I don't have a backing board, and I don't have a table runner because I didn't end up getting around to it, even though I said I was going to do it. So I printed out these. So basically I've got the cotton florist here. Each page has like a different word. And then basically all I'm going to do is just attach it to the very top of my grid cubes, like at the top. And I've also got this. I usually have a smaller Let's Get Social page, but this is pretty big, so I'm going to sit up the top of my grid cubes so it's like, you know, visible and everyone can see what stall it is. They can see who I am, and they can also follow me on socials, on my websites or whatever. So just finished cutting out that, and I've also just finished cutting out some of my price tags. So I need to cut out new price tags for those. I upped my keychain prices to $18, and my mini bouquets are now $30 instead of $28, just because it was just so much effort to do my bouquets. It wasn't really worth $28. And my 2 chubby bats. So I'm hoping to make some more chubby bats, but we will see. Okay guys, so it is market day today, and I'm going to be leaving in about an hour and 15 minutes, I guess. I feel a little bit nervous. I think I'm prepared. Like I have everything that I needed to have. I have all of my stock and all of my display and everything packed down, ready to just chuck in my car. I don't have too much stuff. I've got it down to a fine art at this point, so there's not a lot of things that I need to bring. I am just worried about the usual stuff, like how long it's going to take me to get there. Is it going to be traffic? Am I going to find parking? Because it's a Friday today, so I don't know where there's a lot of businesses around where this market is, so I don't know how parking's going to be. And it's in the inner west in Petersham in Sydney, so if you're not familiar with the inner west, it's like notorious for bad parking, so I'm a bit worried about that. I could have Ubered it, or maybe taking a train, but I don't live near a train station. I would have to drive to one. So yeah, I just thought it'd be easier and more convenient if I just drove. It's like a 25-minute drive, I think, away. So it's not too bad. It's just an extra layer of stress that I've got now. I need to think about if I can find parking, yeah, and set up. I always stress about that as well. Hoping my like table neighbors are nice because I'm doing it on my own today, so I don't have anyone to help me. So sometimes, you know, when you have a booth set up, you know, it's usually right next to people. Sometimes I don't want to talk, which is totally fine. Sometimes I like to be just quiet as well. But I'm also totally fine with chatting away to people. So, but if I've got someone with me to help, then at least I can pass time with chatting, you know, chatting with them. I'm thinking of bringing my Switch to keep me company so I can play Hello Kitty Island because I'm feeling like there could be periods of me being a bit bored, only because it's a Friday and I don't expect there to be really much traffic until maybe 5 o'clock this afternoon, maybe even 6, just because people are working today. I mean, obviously students and things may not be, depending on when their uni finishes or if they've got uni today or whatever. So it could be maybe after 3 that it starts to pick up then, if that's the case. But yeah, so it starts from 2 and it ends at 8 tonight. So yeah, I don't know. I'm always stressed the first day, but the second day of con is always much easier because everything's set up. You don't have to set up again. You just have to rock up at the exact time that it starts and just stand there. But the pack up, the setup part is a little bit more stressful because I obviously have to factor in how long it's going to take me to get there and then pack up, then set up. So I think setup will take me around an hour and 15-ish. I'm pretty quick with my setup. I did take a photo of it last night, my mock setup, so I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly where everything needs to go. I'm pretty sure I have everything. If not, it's okay. We can do it again on Saturday correctly. Saturday traffic is always better than Friday traffic usually, and Saturday is always better than Sunday. So this is a Friday and a Saturday market. So I've never done a Friday and Saturday market. I usually only do Saturday, Sundays, or just single days. And I've never done a market on a Friday before at all, I don't think. No, I haven't. So this will be my first ever Friday market. I'm also feeling a little bit anxious about my stock. I think the stock levels is okay because I don't expect it to be as busy as like KaigaCon or Supernova or anything like that. I feel like my style has changed a lot, my crochet style, and a lot of the plushies I have there now are not really my style as much. Like I feel like in the last few months my style has definitely changed. So a lot of the stock that I have is from around the Christmas markets time and had a lot of stock then and didn't sell much because the Christmas markets weren't great. So I'm sort of feeling, I don't know, like I want to have a totally new selection of stuff, but I still obviously have a lot of my old stuff there. So I'm thinking on Sunday I might do some big discounts if some of the stuff that I don't want to have anymore is still there. I've got a Charmander and a Squirtle that I made, and it's using a pattern that I don't use anymore. I want to go back to the Crocheted by Elle pattern, so I need to, I guess, discount it a bit more to maybe hopefully get it to sell, and then I can start afresh. I also have a Turtwig Pokemon there and a Mimikyu. I just feel like I want to redo them. They were like the first time I made the patterns, and I feel like I could make my own improvements to the patterns just to make them more my style. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know. I'm really happy with my keychains though, my little bunnies and my like bakery items. I really like that. I like my capybaras, my Junimos, my chickens. So, and there's my Hello Kitty. I don't think I'm going to get the Hangudon done. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I won't bother today. I just need to do his mouth, but I don't feel up to it. So I don't think I'm going to do any crochet until I get to the event. I just feel a little bit stressed. I need to prepare some lunch for myself because the con starts at 2. I'll be there around 12, and I need to make sure I have some substance because it's going to be 8 when it finishes. So I need to make sure I've got dinner or some hearty snacks. And I don't eat a lot on convention days or market days. Like I just don't have the stomach for it. So anyway, that's enough of me yapping on. Let's just get ready. Update, it is now day 2 of Vampire Nights Glorp Market. So I didn't do an update last night obviously because it was pretty late. It was like almost 9:30 when I got home. So I was a little bit out of it and I didn't really think about doing it. So quickly recapping, it was a very slow market. I didn't sell very much at all. I will do a full recap at the end of the video like usual, explaining how much I made on each day and what sold. So it was really slow. There really wasn't a lot of foot traffic. There was probably more foot traffic at like 7 o'clock at night, which is like an hour before the convention ended. It was really hot as well. It was like 10 degrees hotter inside the hall, which is kind of expected because it's an old heritage building. So it was, yeah, just really, really slow, and I was so starving. The space between the tables from like at the back of the tables where we have to sit was so squishy, like 2 people sitting back to back. There was no room for anyone to walk through. It was just really uncomfortable the whole time. I felt like I was sitting on an airplane, like I was really squished in as close as I could to my booth so that I didn't bump my neighbor behind me. Yeah, it was just, that was probably the smallest gap I've ever seen behind the tables. So that was kind of surprising. And I think that's why it was also really hot for us, because they were all squished into a really small room, like a small like area. I did sell both my bats, which is great, and I've made another 2 for day 2. And I sold a couple of flower bouquets as well. Yeah, it was just really slow, and it wasn't just me, it was everyone commenting about how slow it was. So I don't know, I definitely won't do a Friday market anymore. Even if it's a 2-day convention. I think if it was in the city, it would be okay, because a lot of people in the city on a Friday, but it was just, you know, the area that it was is not a busy area, so there was really no one going there on a Friday. But anyway, we're going to go now for day 2. We're going to see what it's like. Hopefully it's better and there's more crowds, because it is a Saturday, so let's go.
Okay, so it is 10:30. I've just finished my last day at the Glorp Vampire Nights Market. It was thankfully a very busy Saturday. Well, not super busy, but it was like a very big step up from Friday. So it was actually, yeah, it was good. It was a good day. There was a lot of traffic. I sold 2 of my dinos in the same transaction, which is crazy. I made some new art friends, and yeah, it was actually a really fun day. It was probably the best day, 1-day market that I've had in a while in terms of like fun. In terms of revenue, well, let's discuss that tomorrow. I'm going to go through all of my numbers and get it all ready for you, and have everything broken down into what sold, what didn't sell, what I thought would sell, and then how much money we made. So let's get that. And I will also show you what I bought. So I bought some little goodies, so I'll show you also tomorrow when the lighting is obviously better. It's like dark now. So we'll go through my numbers tomorrow, and then I'll show you my little mini haul.
Okay guys, so now for the part of the video that I'm sure you're all wanting to know, how the market was. So I'll do a little rundown of how the market itself was, what it was like on day 1 and 2, and then we'll go through the final recap of how much I made and what sold. So Friday was day 1 of this vampire art market, and as expected, it was actually quite slow. And the reason that I expected this is because of its location. Now, it is in Sydney, which is always busy anyway, but it was a part of Sydney that doesn't get a lot of traffic during, I guess, the work sort of times between 9 and 5. So it wasn't like it wasn't in a high traffic area like in the very middle of the city that gets traffic no matter what. For the first few hours of the market, and the market started at 2 until 8. So the first couple of hours of the market was pretty dead, which was kind of nice because it gave everyone a chance to set up and get ready for, you know, the event. And then probably come like 6:30 onwards, it started to pick up. So really the last like hour and a half was actually pretty decent, but they organized it really well. It was a really great theme. It was a vampire theme, which I think is just really cute. Like, they tend to do themes for each of their art markets, and it's nice because people will dress up. So there was people that were like head to toe in the most amazing outfits that were on theme. Everyone was like vampire dressed. They just looked really cool. Like, it just made the vibe really fun. And the one thing I do hear a lot of people talking about at this market is that it's a friendly vibe. Some markets can be, I mean, it depends on the organizers. They can be a little cliquey. If you know, you know. But this market is very friendly, very open, very accommodating. It was just really fun. So the first day, I had everything set up. There was really no space between the tables. So in order to get out of the tables, and I think I mentioned this in one of the clips, that you had to kind of squish past people. So it was an artist alley type situation where you just have rows. And it's probably the smallest amount of space I've ever seen between like back-to-back tables before. I had to sit like squished right up against my table. And then even then, the table behind me was pretty much doing the same thing, and there was like no space like behind us. So for day one, we made $260, and that was 10 sales. And those sales were, so it was 3 mini bouquets, 2 of the mini bats that you saw me make, 2 of the pocket chickens, 1 star Dew Valley Junimo plush, and a cat squish meow, and that was it. So day one wasn't a very successful day, but that's expected for a Friday. Day two was much better. It was a really fun day. There was a lot of people coming to support, a lot of friends of people. You could see that it was just really fun. People were obviously advertising their own social media. I had some people come and visit me as well that had seen me like on my Instagram post, which was really, really awesome. And also my sister-in-laws came to visit to hand out some snacks and some drinks for me, which was really appreciated because I just couldn't leave my booth because it was just me doing this market. So that was fun. It's always nice to have people, you know, come by to help break up the monotony of the day. I also brought my Nintendo Switch because I knew I would be bored. So I was playing Pokemon and Hello Kitty Island during the slow parts. Definitely recommend bringing some kind of, you know, game or something with you if you know it's going to be like possibly a slow market or just to kill time. So the way I have you saw me, the way I had my booth set up, I have my like big grid cube so I can hide everything behind there and no one can see it, and they can't see me playing games either. I also noticed the crowd was a lot younger, which is expected at an art market. There's generally teenagers up to any age. But the thing that I noticed with these smaller crowds is that they're a lot more shy. So for myself, I'm always used to greeting someone if someone comes to my booth, especially because I do a lot of outdoor markets. So someone comes by, I'm like, hey, how you going? And then I'll get back to what I'm doing. I don't watch them, but I always greet them. But I noticed with this, I guess it's a younger generation, when I greet them, they visibly kind of freak out a little bit. They're kind of like, she's talking to me. And sometimes they just walk away. So then I had to kind of adjust and just look up at them, smile, and then look away again. But then it feels like I feel really rude not saying, hey, how you going? So yeah, that was kind of tough. I'm a millennial, so not to give away my age, but I'm used to greeting people and having conversations like in person. You know, I spent my younger days working in retail, all that stuff. So I find the younger generation just wants to be left alone, which is totally fine. Like, you know, a bunch of introverts, and I can be really introverted too. So I just have to adjust my, like, I guess the way I greet people depending on like where I am. So that was funny. It was kind of an interesting thing to see. But anyway, something to think about if you're doing art markets and you have a younger crowd. I guess gauge it, see how it is for a few people, and if they kind of freak out when you address them, just let them be. But day two was much better. We got a lot more sales on that day, and my numbers, I'm just looking at my square. So the amount that we took home for did I say Sunday? The amount that we took home for Saturday, which was day two, was $660. We made 25 sales, the average sale being $26.40. I'll go through what sold. So we sold 2 of my large dinos. They're the last 2 dinos I had, and they actually got sold in one transaction, which was $110, which is amazing. So yeah, that was really fun to be able to sell them both together as well. I sold 6 keychains, most of them being the Miffy keychains. I think all of them being the Miffy keychains actually. 5 of the mini capybaras, 2 mini bouquets, and 3 mini bees. I sold 1 of my giant bees as well, my $45 giant bee, 2 chubby frogs, 2 pocket chickens, 1 bat. So I have 1 left over now. So I made 3 total for the market. I made 2 extra on day 2. So that's why I had 4. But I sold 3 all up. 1 medium chicken, 1 more of the Star Valley Junimo plush, 1 pom-pom pudding little plushie. I think that's the last one I had as well. And 1 leggy frog. So that's what I sold on day 2 for a total of $660. So my total across both days was $920. My booth fee was $200, so that's $720 in profit. Obviously, as well, there's material costs involved too, but I already factor in my material costs when I price my items, so I'm always happy with whatever the profit ends up being because I've already factored everything in. So yeah, so it's low for what I would expect a 2-day market to be, but the biggest contributing factor to that was obviously that it was on a Friday and Saturday. If it was on a Saturday and Sunday, like most of my 2-day markets, it would have performed much better because it's really hard for people to get out of work or out of school to come to the market if it's on a Friday, and it was raining as well, so it's a bit difficult. But I believe they're going to hold this market again in August, and I've applied already. Like, I've applied expression of interest because it was so much fun and they have a new theme. And I think it's going to be in Marrickville Town Hall, which is where a lot of art markets are held in Sydney. So hopefully I'll get in again because it was really fun. It was just a fun vibe the artists there were always all really nice as well. And my table neighbor as well, she was super amazing. I bought a bunch of her art prints. She has these little Pokemon cards, and I bought heaps, some stickers. So I will show like a little mini haul as well of what I got. And yeah, I had some other friends at the market as well. There was Swallowwind Art, which is Fiona and Yaniper art. So she was there too, and I bought some more stationery stickers from them. I always buy from them. Their stickers and stationery stuff are amazing. Check them out. I'll put their links below. But yeah, so they were there as well. So that was really fun to be able to see familiar faces and have a chat. And that's kind of like half of the fun of these art markets and just markets in general, is seeing people that you know and connecting with them again. Like for me, I love to chat. So it's just nice seeing, you know, friendly faces around. So that's my recap of the market. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you would be interested in a vampire market or what kind of themed markets you've been to, because yeah, themed markets are a lot of fun and I don't see them around very often. So if they do them in your area, wherever you're from, let me know, because I would love to know if this is like a common thing in other countries as well. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought would sell but didn't. For me, the Hello Kitty not selling was a surprise. I thought it would sell. I'm surprised that the capybaras didn't all sell, because they're usually pretty popular, and the Pokemon, but I guess they are a higher price range as well, so it's difficult for the higher price items to move, especially at the moment. Things are expensive, like I get it. So anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and also thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. I can't believe 1,000 of you are subscribed to me. That's nuts. So thank you so much for sticking around and watching my videos. I really appreciate you so much. So if you like my videos, please feel free to like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.